We rarely consider it when we visit the doctor, but the field of medicine is one of constant experimentation, often learning through trial and error. Sometimes it has taken some shocking detours before arriving at the correct treatments. Many remedies we once relied on are now proven to be far less effective than initially thought. Think about how doctors once used leeches to drain bad blood. It seems ridiculous now, but even recent medical failures, from the last few decades to as little as 5 years ago, remind us how fragile this progress can be. In today's video, we're exploring some of the most notorious medical product disasters in history. But before we dive into these shocking cases, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below with any other topics you'd like us to cover. Let's get started, Doctor. Grab your scrubs, it's time for a medical deep dive. Around 100 years ago, medicine was just starting to be seen as a legitimate science. Outdated methods like bloodletting were being phased out in favor of new remedies that claimed to cure all sorts of ailments. One such popular miracle substance was laudanum, which was used to treat everything from toothaches to stomach problems, fevers, and even hiccups. However, this so-called cure came with a dangerous twist. It was 10% opium mixed with alcohol. Highly addictive and incredibly potent, it was even marketed to women and children, often sold under names like Mother's Friend. Unsurprisingly, the widespread misuse of laudanum led to severe side effects, causing it to be banned in both the US and the UK by the early 20th century. Surgery is a nerve-wracking experience for anyone, with worries about whether things will go smoothly or if you'll wake up without complications. But imagine discovering years later that the materials used in your surgery weren't even approved for medical use. This nightmare became reality for thousands of women across Europe in the early 2010s, when it was revealed that breast implants made by the company Poly-Implant Prostheses (PIP) were filled with industrial-grade silicone. This type of silicone was much cheaper and not meant for use in the human body. The issue surfaced when doctors noticed an alarming number of cases where these implants had ruptured. Investigations revealed that PIP implants were up to 6 times more likely to rupture than standard ones. The founder of the company, Jean-Claude Marr, who had a background as a butcher, was later sentenced to prison for his role in this scandal in 2013. Another major medical catastrophe involved the drug Vioxx, which was used to treat arthritis and pain. At the height of its popularity in 2004, millions were taking it, but the manufacturer, Merck, was forced to recall it after studies revealed that Vioxx significantly increased the risk of heart attacks. While earlier trials had hinted at this danger, Merck manipulated the data, leading to years of patients being misled. By the time Vioxx was pulled from shelves, it's estimated that nearly 88,000 heart attacks occurred in the US alone, with 38,000 deaths directly linked to the drug. In the end, Merck had to pay billions in settlements due to the damage caused by their negligence. During the 1990s, a new weight loss drug called fen-phen promised dramatic results. It became widely popular, but it soon turned out that the drug was damaging users' heart valves. In 1997, the FDA stepped in, forcing the manufacturer, Wyeth, to withdraw the product. This led to a staggering number of lawsuits, over 175,000, which ultimately cost Wyeth more than $21 billion in settlements. One of the most chilling cases of product tampering happened in 1982 in Chicago. A series of deaths led investigators to uncover that Tylenol capsules had been laced with cyanide. In total, 7 people died after taking the tainted pills. Johnson & Johnson, Tylenol's manufacturer, responded swiftly, recalling over 31 million bottles of the medication and leading the charge to develop tamper-proof packaging, a safety measure still used today. The culprit behind these poisonings was never caught, though a man named James William Lewis was later arrested for trying to extort Johnson & Johnson. He was never directly linked to the poisonings and passed away in 2023. Many of the regulations we have today were put in place after tragic errors in the past. In 1937, a drug called sulfanilamide, used to treat infections, was transformed into a new liquid formula containing diethylene glycol, DEG. Unfortunately, DEG is highly toxic, and without proper testing, this new formula led to 105 deaths. This disaster prompted the FDA to overhaul its safety regulations and implement more stringent testing requirements. In 1997, people were excited about a new diabetes medication called Resolin. It was rushed to market and quickly approved by the FDA. However, other countries, like the UK, raised concerns and banned the drug after numerous reports of liver damage and fatalities. Despite these warnings, the FDA kept Resolin available in the US for another 3 years, until internal whistleblowers exposed the risks. By then, hundreds of people had died, and the drug was finally pulled from shelves in 2000. One of the most heartbreaking medical failures occurred between 1938 and 1971, when doctors prescribed a synthetic estrogen called diethylstilbestrol, DES, to pregnant women to prevent miscarriage. It wasn't until decades later that the devastating effects of this drug became known. DES caused serious reproductive issues in the children exposed to it in utero. DES daughters were found to be at a significantly higher risk of developing certain cancers and experiencing pregnancy complications. In the 1950s and 1960s, thalidomide was hailed as a safe treatment for morning sickness in pregnant women. But as the drug spread worldwide, a horrifying truth emerged. It caused severe birth defects in thousands of babies. Known for causing limb deformities and other serious health problems, thalidomide led to stricter testing and regulatory processes for medications, particularly those used during pregnancy. Though not sold in the US, the global impact was catastrophic, with an estimated 10,000 babies affected, half of whom died within months of being born. These medical disasters highlight the importance of rigorous testing and regulation to protect patients. So which of these cases do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching this video. Before we are ending the video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.